Welcome back to the Boys series, Season 2, Episode 2. If you haven't yet, please take a quick second to subscribe. I appreciate it, and let's get right into this. In a flashback, Butcher wakes up in a parking lot in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and attempts to write down everything he remembers about Becca's house. He goes into a restaurant asking where he is, only to see on the news that he's wanted for Stillwell's murder and runs out. Kimiko tries to tell Frenchie something about the soup terrorist by repeatedly pointing to the word boy, but Frenchie doesn't get it. Homelander tries to bond with his son Ryan. They play catch, but he sucks at it, and it kinda pisses Homelander off, which is hilarious to me for some reason. He complains that he doesn't even know how to use his powers, and Becca says they're trying to give him a normal childhood. The Deep is in another session with Carol in the Church of the Collective, and they drug him to help him open up. Stormfront joins the Seven, and they use her alongside Starlight and Queen Maeve to promote feminism and girl power. Girls get it done! Maeve leaves to go see her ex Elena, who is in the hospital after an accident at work. Apparently she's still listed as her emergency contact. At Susan Raynor's funeral, Butcher waits for Mallory in the parking garage. She wants to turn him in, but he says he knows who killed Raynor. Well, he kinda does. The Deep is locked in a bedroom, tripping hard while listening to Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls on repeat. Suddenly, he hears a voice talking to him. It's Patton Oswalt, and the voice is coming from his gills. He's extremely self-conscious about him, so he tries to hide them. His gills call him out on his bullshit, saying he thinks women will laugh at him, so he makes sure he humiliates them first. He can't accept his own body, so he violates theirs. He uses abuse as a self-defense mechanism. That's some pretty deep shit coming from Spence Olchin. Eagle and Carol listen from the other side of the door. During the Girls Get It Done press junket, Starlight is asked about A-Train, who suddenly runs on stage having awakened from his coma. Awkward! They hug and he introduces himself to Stormfront as Starlight is dying on the inside. Afterwards, she approaches him asking him how he's feeling and he says fantastic. She tries to push a story on him saying he called her for backup that night and luckily she was there to give him CPR to save his life. She asks who he told and he walks off without answering. Butcher is back with the boys and says Mallory has agreed to help them. If they catch the soup terrorist, she's gonna wipe their records clean, and she even gave them the address where they can find him. The Deep is still tripping the fuck out, and his gills are telling him that he deserves to be loved. He picks up a mirror and apologizes to them, calling himself ugly on the inside. His gills sing, "You are so beautiful to me," and he cries. Fuck it, I'm starting to root for him a little bit. He's a broken man. If he can redeem himself, I'm here for it. He's still got a long way to go. Stormfront is on IG Live again, this time talking shit about her own action figures. Starlight approaches her and says she loves everything she's doing. Stormfront blows her off.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Saying she used to be a fan of hers before she changed and started dressing like a hoe. Gecko brings Starlight a sample of Compound V at the worst possible time in the worst possible place. And if she ever threatens him again, he'll make sure they know that she took it. A-Train immediately approaches her from behind and asks what she just put in her boot. He pats her down, but doesn't find anything. Becca drops Ryan off at a neighbor's and races to try and leave the compound. She gets to the gate, but the guard won't let her out. She says she needs to call Dr. Park, and suddenly the phone rings. The guard hands it to her, and it's Dr. Park. She's pissed and confronts him saying that she was told she would never have to see Homelander again and he would never know about them. That was the deal. He explains Homelander was so mad that this was hidden from him, corporate made the decision to not antagonize him further and let him be. She threatens to take Ryan and leave if they don't fix this, but he assures her that's not possible. She needs to stick it out and he'll most likely just get bored and leave. That's crazy. They treat him like a wild animal that they're scared to upset. And I get it, but it's just crazy the way they talk about it with corporate making these decisions that directly affect these people's lives and well-being. And there's no customer service number to call. You're just fucked. Enjoy your shit sandwich and thanks for choosing Vought. At the hospital, Elena asks Maeve what they're doing. They've tried this. It doesn't work. Maeve opens up and admits she's scared of Homelander. The last guy who hit on her was found decapitated the next day, and she doesn't want anything to happen to her. She's finally telling her this because she doesn't want Elena to continue hating her. Homelander gives Ryan a phone so he has a way to call him. He opens up saying he never had a mom or dad, and he knows how isolating being superior to everyone on Earth can be. He explains they can do anything they want, and nobody can stop them. Before leaving, he tells him he loves him and makes him say it back. Becca orders him to leave, and he says he's not going anywhere, and he's definitely not going to get bored and leave, and Dr. Park can go fuck himself, revealing that he heard the entire conversation. The boys find the soup terrorist with the same people that kidnapped Kimiko, the Shining Light Liberation Front, and suddenly Kimiko is hugging her brother. The boys look on and Butcher attempts to shoot him, but Yui hits him, messing up the shot and making him miss. Kimiko flees with her brother, and Frenchie is heartbroken. Starlight confronts Stormfront, saying that she's not a sellout and is blown off yet again.
Okay, cool. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
She really doesn't give a fuck. Stormfront tells her to stand up for herself, and next time someone puts a dick in her mouth, bite it off. Butcher's pissed at Huey, but MM holds him back. He reveals Becca's alive and being held captive while raising Homelander's kid. He has to save her and he needs their help. The real deal he made with Mallory was to find the soup terrorist, and in return, she'd find Becca for him. Kamiko's brother apologizes for not saving her, and she says she should have saved him. She's the older sister, but they made her a monster. He laughs and says they're both monsters now. Starlight returns home and texts Huey, only to be ambushed by A-Train. He grabs the V from her and says Homelander is gonna burn her alive, but she replies saying he's not gonna tell anyone, otherwise she's gonna tell everyone that he killed Popclaw. She looked at her autopsy and discovered she was stabbed with 4 needles at the exact same time, one which was shoved in so hard the needle actually broke the bone. She obviously didn't do that to herself, and she threatens to tell Sports Illustrated everything. How funny is that that's the thing that she wants to threaten him with, Sports Illustrated. He gives her back the V, turns and walks out, immensely humbled. Kamiko's brother reveals their village was completely destroyed by Homelander. Everybody's gone. He explains he supports the Shining Light Liberation Front now, and even though they murdered his parents, he wants her to join them in fighting America to get revenge on Homelander. He tries to leave and she stops him. He punches her into a car and runs off. Kamiko catches him from behind and chokes him unconscious as the boys show up. They restrain him with duct tape and load him into the van. Not sure how well duct tape's gonna work, but I guess we'll see. When no one else is looking, Butcher punches Huey and threatens to kill him if he ever comes between him and Becca again. Whew! Shit. Damn, that's rough. I hate that Kamiko has to go against your brother, man. Something bad's gonna happen. Anyways, thank you guys for joining me. Episode 3 is coming soon. If you haven't yet, please take a quick second to like the video and subscribe to my channel. It means a lot to me, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks for watching.